Well, hello. This is Madeline from Madeline's Craft Room, and I am. Oh, I'm getting an echo. Hang on there. I think we got it. Yes, and I am here every Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time, and I love to be able to show you some ideas, whether it be a technique or something new or a template that you can use to make with other cards. And so I would love to have you join me tonight. As you can see, we are looking at something fairly new in our new catalog. So if you are joining me, be sure to comment and say hello and let me know you're there. And I'd love to have you participate with us. And if you're catching me later on the replay, whether it be on Facebook or later on YouTube, do the same. Let us know who you are and if you're new, where you're from. So thank you for joining me. If you don't know me already, I am Madeline from Madeline's Craft Room, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Vancouver Island, Canada. So, ladies, this is one that I've been having fun with this week. And now that I'm starting to feel a little better, I can finally start playing again. I'm so excited. Hello, Jenny. There she is. And when I first saw the catalog, this was not on my radar because I thought, we've had butterflies before. Oh boy. But then I saw the uniqueness of this bundle. And yeah, now I'm hooked. So, of course, the catalog has all kinds of wonderful examples. I've yet to make a shaker card, but I have some other cards that we are going to look at tonight as well as, of course, the one that we're going to make. But I'm going to show you a few of the things. Of course, this is the stamp set. And these are the amazing dies where you have this bigger butterfly where you can do the layering as well as the little butterflies. And I love it how they have two butterflies and two bodies, and then the big body for this one, as well as two sentiments as well. And then, of course, these two butterflies you can cut out as well. And the sentiments are great. So lots to do there. But the one thing that makes this so unique is this die. And what this die is where you, on this line, there's a tiny little line on either side, and you put your paper lined up. You can see right on that score line. And when you put it on the score line, if you do one side, then you are going to get a card layout like this. And all you do is, of course, punch this piece out and just cut the two sides. And then you have a butterfly card. But the cool thing, which I had fun trying out as well, is that you can use that to actually make a real butterfly card where you can make it just like that. So that's just again, and we're going to play with it tonight and look at a few other ways to be able to do this. So stay tuned. And then, of course, this is I Love Hybrid. And here is our hybrid butterfly. And again, just gorgeous things that we can do with this particular one. And I believe it's this one here that goes in and then it can cut. See, isn't it cool? And then you can emboss it and cut it. Oh my goodness, stamp it so many different ways. But for tonight, we are going to use uh, this die that I already showed you. And I should show you the paper that comes with this paper pack with this beautiful butterfly. And I just love this effect. And look at the bright colors that they have. So many. Orange and, well, that's oh, calypso coral and yellows, and then a mixture, and then the balmy blues, and of course, then the flip side, which have more of a kind of like a spatter kind of look. And you get a nice variety of colors there as well. So the card that I'm going to show you, um, that we're going to make one like it tonight, I did use that special paper. And so here you can see, I did put the white inside just so that I had room to write inside the card. But this background is, of course, the paper, and this is the paper as well from that paper pack, as well as this. And we're going to make one like a little bit like this tonight, and I'll show you how we made this butterfly. So to get started, as I had shown you, you're going to take this card and you are going to put that right on the seam line, and then if you want to cut two butterflies, you can cut it. And if you do that, make sure when you run it through your cut and emboss that you go 2 times in and then back again, just to really make sure that you get a good cut. And also for this kind of card, because it's a little bit smaller and the way you want to stand it up, I did use the thick cardstock. So what I did is then cut that out. Okay. And then tonight, what I was going to do for the background, I wasn't going to use the special, because you can see this card that we made. Of course, you can see there'd be so many wonderful variations that you can use with that. But I also thought it was pretty cool with this beautiful vellum paper. And I thought I would like to use this as the background. So we're going to do the background first, and then I'll show you how we do the butterfly. So basically, we're going to just adhere. And this card really is so easy because you've got the die to cut out the butterfly, that it just makes it very, very fast. So basically, we are just going to put that right on there. Okay. And then I think it's the same idea, even though it's going to be a little bit lighter, you can't write on there. So this is another thing that I do with these cards that I have made into an actual butterfly, is I will cut it at the seam line, just like that. And same with on the other side. So just snip along the score line. Okay. And then now you're going to have an inside, so that way you can write in it. However, the reason I'm doing this first is because this is vellum. And I also know that if I go to use my glue dots, if I put it on the ends, it's going to show up. So I'm going to be very careful when I do this, that I am going to put some glue dots, and I'm going to put it where my vellum is. So, oh, come on, stay there. So think about where your butterfly, and if you got to kind of keep checking with your pattern, then just come on over. And then we don't need too many, but we're just going to put a few on there to stick on. And then of course we can put one in the middle, right in here. Okay, and that's all I'm going to do for now. And we're going to put, it's a fuzz, did my sweater get in there? Okay, and I did cut this a little bit shorter. I did this the full length of the card, but this piece I did leave a little bit shorter, just because I did want to have a little yellow strip on each side. So if you can see there's a little bit of a yellow on the top and on the bottom. Okay, and then now we can take this and we can glue on our butterfly. And you can see that even these antennas here on, come on, glue, on the bigger butterfly, it is a good size. But we just want to go all the way around the body. You don't have to do the inside. And then we're just going to put that in there like that. And I always make sure I close it right away, just to make sure. But you know what? I can see that we need to trim it a little bit more. And that's why you got to do it right away before the glue dries. So actually you've got to cut a little bit closer in, and that's because of the fold. So let's just see again. Make sure we close this up and it's going to fit. There we go. Now it's going to fit. That's perfect. All right. So now we're going to work on our butterfly. So this piece, again, is the one other sheet that comes with this paper. And I see there's a little bit here. I'm just going to trim off. Still adjusting to my new glasses I only got the other day. So, okay. So now we're going to get ready to put that on. But before we do that, did you notice how I stamped? So here I have stamped onto the paper. And I know it's a little risky doing it onto vellum, and I have my heat gun ready because we will need to heat it a bit to dry it. But this has a kind of butterfly piece. And what you do with this, I'm just going to turn it so I can see it a little better, is we're going to center that. One thing with vellum you got to make sure is you don't slide. It can definitely be more slippery, so you got to put that down and then you're committed. And then lift it up. Can you see that with the reflection? So you can see it's quite shiny, and that's the difference of doing it on the vellum, but that's okay. We're going to do all of these first, and then I'll show you what we can do here. So those are the two bottom pieces, and you can see they're quite easy. You don't have to exactly line them up. They work really well. And then I want to turn it a little bit more. Now this one, you don't want to stay down. You want to go up a little bit more so that it's more in this area of the wing. And then you're just going to go down. Again, give it a good press. Lift. Okay. One more over here. And try to line that up. That looks good right there. Okay. So now I'm going to close up my ink. And I'm going to get my heat gun. Actually, I should use my tweezers. Okay, so excuse the noise for a minute. It's going to be a little bit loud because it does take a little bit of time to dry. And you will see the shininess will go away as soon as it has dried. And actually, it would have maybe a smart idea to do this first, and then we could have done the inside while we're waiting. But we're here now. And you can see that on this butterfly, I also did something different. You can see there's a bunch of dots or spatters or dots, whatever we want to call them. And that's in the stamp set. And so what I did is I just then randomly went around the butterfly and put those, it's going to curl a little bit here on me. I'm going to take this off. And then basically you're just going to go around just to add a little bit more to the butterfly. I did not do that on this one just because this already has a gingham pattern, and I thought maybe that would be too much. So we're going to see what it looks like. Just a little bit more. You definitely want it dry. Don't want to be putting your fingers or anything else in it. But I thought it looked really cool, or was hoping it would look really cool with the vellum. Let's have, oops, don't heat the hand. I think we're almost there. A little bit more on this side. Sorry, this part takes a little bit of time. So there we go, ladies. This is in, of course, the new mini catalog that's been out now for a few weeks. I'm going to turn it off at the moment and see if we've got enough. Let's have a look. I think that looks pretty good. So now what we want to do is we want to put this on here. Okay, first, before I do that, I just want to show you, this is the stamp. So you can see here, there's this little stamp, and that's what I did is I just basically went around. I didn't do anything in the middle, but I just went all the way around the edges. And then that way, yeah, just added a little bit more to it. And then if you can see, the other thing I did, yeah, you can see it a little bit. I did Wink Estella just on those special lines for the butterfly. And in person, it definitely makes it a, yeah, that's good, eh? And so, yeah, so needless to say, you can see here, this one, it turned out really, really well. So what we're going to do is we're going to now put this on. And I am going to see if I can try to curl this one piece back. Okay. So because, actually, I'm going to leave it for a minute because we've got one more thing to do, and that is a sentiment. So here we have our, I'm going to use black ink. Oh, oops, don't get black on the other paper. Okay. Don't worry, Jenny. There are some other people watching, and there will be more later. It's always hard to catch exactly the time for a live sometimes. But this happy birthday, which I love, is actually in this butterfly set. And what I did with this one here, you can see, and we're going to do the same thing. If I put this white only on the butterfly, it looks quite stark. So I wanted to add a little bit of that yellow. And so that's why I am going to use my lead cutter. It's just a lot easier when it's small. And I am just going to, let's see, how big are we going to make it? Like that? Not too much. I have taken off my safety piece. So I have to be careful, but I like it better because then I can kind of choose and hold it up closer where I want it. Okay, so is that enough? Is that too much? I think it's going to be okay, but we need to snip a little bit more off this side. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to adhere this now to the middle. So we'll put this on. So stay tuned. I've got a whole bunch of butterfly cards to show you here. Some have been my swap cards and some have been, or that I've done and received, as well as some other ones that I have made. So now we've got happy birthday. So now we are ready to finish this up. And so same thing here. I am going to take, and do you guys do this with your glue dots? I always put a little piece of ribbon so that when I lift my piece, I know that's right where my glue dot is. And I really like that rather than searching a huge roll. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to see if I can put it on there. Is it going to be that obvious? No, not on the blue. So as long as I stay on that blue, it looks like it will be okay. And of course, I'm going to be able to put it in the middle as well because we are going to put a body. And you wonder here, how did I get that body? Because the body is really only that long. But we're going to do some magic and make it a little bit bigger. So before we do anything else, we're going to put this on and we can touch up other spots later. I'm going to have to put a piece up there, but that's okay. We're going to press it down too. I know it's kind of sticking up at the moment. Okay, and now our body. So I did cut out two. And what you want to do here is you're going to cut it right at the head. Sorry, bug. And then we're going to extend his body. Whoops, dropping everything. We're going to extend this body onto this body. And then that way we can make it a little bit bigger. And then it will look a little more realistic. And don't worry, that piece where we're piecing them together, it will be in the middle and nobody will see that. So, oh, I think we want to even make it a little bit longer than that. So let's slide her down a bit more. Let's have a look. I think we might even want more. Okay, so now I'm going to take the body and I'm going to put just a little bit glue down the center. Just like that. Okay. And now I'm going to take our sentiment here. And I drop all my dimensionals. And then we're going to put some dimensionals on here. Probably 3 would be good. All right, we're almost able to look at the other ones. What colors do you like in that beautiful paper? Or do you like this paper? I'm not a super yellow. Well, that seems a little bit longer on one end. Yellow, I love yellow. It's not necessarily my favorite color, but I gotta admit this floral yellow paper is very pretty and spring looking, and we need some spring feeling through the winter. Okay, so now we're going to take this piece and we're going to drop that down in the middle. So now we have covered the center. You can't even see where that was. Okay, and so now, yeah, I'm going to have to, let's see. Let me see. If we put one back there, do you think it's going to show? If we put it right on the end, I'm going to try it. Make it real small, bunched up. Yeah, you can't see it. Perfect. See, because we rolled it up and we just put it on the very end. So there we have the front. And then, of course, with this set, another thing that you have are these amazing like sequins. And whew, wow, talk about sparkle and lots and lots and lots of them. So let's put some of them onto our butterfly. And you know what? Do I go random or do I, you know what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to, which one did I do? Second one in and then every other one. 2, 3. All right, let's try it just for something different. Okay. So I think, I guess it helps if you take off the cover. I'm thinking too far ahead here with these placements of these guys. I think we're going to use this blue. And is that 2 or 3? I think I got a total of 2 on there. So now we got 3. Well, it will be a little bit slippery on the vellum. So obviously we need it to dry. But we're going to put this on here. All right, and then we're going to be able to see these other cards here in just a minute. Some of them you think it's a different color, but it is all the same. Well, these ones are the same color. I absolutely love these white ones, and there's those beautiful pink, and then of course the darker pink. There's so many gorgeous colors. Oh, that's an even number. Now we need an odd number. So let's go down here. I think we'll put one here and one here. Gotta have odd numbers. Okay, it's definitely more pleasing to the eye. Okay, we're gonna put one there. And then, oop, that's the wrong one. We don't want that one, even though I love those. Doesn't want to leave my finger now. Okay, and we'll lift there. Okay, so now we're gonna put this in here like this. And then there is our card. So you would open it up and you have lots of room there to write in there, and it's not visible then from the front. So there is one card, and like I said, this is the other one that I had made. So they both are the butterfly card, where you open it up like that. So let me know which one is your favorite. You like the blue and pink or the yellow and the blue? So let me know as I show you some of the other ones that we have here. So you probably saw me last week. I used this card here, and this card was from Hetty Jones, and we copied this template to make a card with the garden friends. And so that was a lot of fun, but you can see the cute little butterfly that's on that one. Oops, I still got a sparkle or something on my finger. So there's that. And then you might have seen I had posted this one. This one was the card that I made for a swap with the Comox team. And it's using the cute little butterflies as well. So there's that one. And then I received this one as a swap. Jenny likes the pink and the blue. Okay, nice. I know I like those color combinations. And this particular one was made by Marilyn Wagner. And so you can see the nice detail of the other butterfly that we have in there. And that looks really, really cool. And then this is another one that I made as well. And again, you can see the butterfly texture in the back. And then again, just using the same paper. And I used the yellow and the Calypso coral here. And of course, I had to put on those cute little bumblebees. They are so sweet. So we have so many cool things, and I definitely will be making more. I've been trying to get back on schedule to get some fun things happening and to, yeah, enjoy some creative time and sharing with you as well. So thank you for joining me, and be sure to let me know if you have any questions, and we'll see you next week then. Bye for now.